Hey guys, Coach Zone here, and today I have a great roller coaster SmackDown for you. It is a bit of an odd one. It's B&M versus Intamin at two Cedar Fair parks. It is Ferry 325 at Carowinds versus Maverick at Cedar Point. So let's get right into it. Oh yeah, and also, there will be no stat categories for this Coaster SmackDown because of how big of a difference their stats are. So now, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first category of this Coaster SmackDown is going to be the drop, and Ferry 325 has an amazing drop. You reach a top speed of 95 miles per hour at an 81-degree angle. That is crazy. This drop is getting a 3 out of 3, pretty much as good as it gets, as it goes for roller coaster drops. Okay, now for Maverick's drop category, it will be getting a 2.8 out of 3. This is a great drop, 95-degree angle. It doesn't matter that it's only 100 feet of a drop. Now, the reason it's not getting a perfect 3 is because of the height of it, but still, great drop. Okay, so now we have the intensity category, and Ferry 325 is one intense ride. It will get a 2.8 out of 3. It's not the most intense thing ever, but it is very intense, but I find that Intamins can be a little more intense than B&Ms. Okay, now for Maverick's intensity, it will be getting a 3 out of 3. What a great ride. It has those rapid fire transitions. It also has very good pacing, and we'll get into those categories next. But Maverick, great intensity, 3 out of 3. Now here comes a specialty category for this Coaster SmackDown. It's the pacing category. These roller coasters both have great pacing, and Ferry 325, this thing has excellent pacing. I just don't think it's quite good enough to be a 3, but it's definitely a 2.8 out of 3 for pacing. It does a really good job with its pacing, so yeah. Okay, now Maverick also has great pacing. It maintains that speed throughout the ride pretty well. Towards the end of the ride, it dies down a little bit, more going into that tunnel than the actual end of the ride, but it still has great pacing, and it's definitely getting a 2.7 out of 3. This ride does a good job with this. Okay, now we have the transitions category, and this sort of goes into the pacing, but they're a little different, so I'm going to count them as different categories. Now, Ferry 325 will get a 2.5 for transitions. It has pretty good transitions, but they're not as rapid fire as Mavericks, but I'd still say that they're very good transitions, so 2.5. Okay, now Maverick is great at these rapid fire transitions. It's just one out of another, and it just goes so well on Maverick. It's part of what creates that great pacing and great intensity, because on Maverick these all go together. 2.9 out of 3. It's practically perfect. Okay, now for the airtime category, which is the category we have right here, Ferry, it provides some pretty good airtime, but again, there are a lot of intense moments on this ride where it isn't about the airtime, but it has some good airtime moments towards the end of the ride, and of course it has that sideways airtime, so it's going to get a 2.5 out of 3. Okay, now for the airtime category, Maverick will be receiving a 2 out of 3. This ride really isn't about the airtime. It has a couple of good moments of airtime. You can see 2 of the good moments here in this picture. But yeah, that's not really the point of this ride. Even though it's not the point of it, it still provides some pretty solid airtime, so I'm going to give it 2 out of 3 there. Okay, now that will wrap it up. And the winner of today's Coaster SmackDown is Ferry 325, getting 2.72 out of 3 to Maverick's 2.68 out of 3. This was such a great Coaster SmackDown. So close, came down to the wire, and yeah, these are 2 great coasters. And it was real fun putting these guys together today. And until next time, Coach Zone is out here.